Hey everybody, welcome back to the All Abilities Corner. Some may not realize it, but being a parent is at times a tough job. It's like trying to fold a fitted sheet while riding a unicycle, while on a train that happens to be speeding. And when you have a child with special needs, well, it can feel like that train is moving a whole lot faster, but here's the thing. Every parent, every child, every situation and journey are unique, and that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to dive into some really practical, evidence-based tips that can make a world of difference. So, buckle up and get ready to feel empowered, because we're about to make that train ride a little smoother. You know, when I was growing up, I thought everyone's family was like mine. We all have those thoughts, right? But as I got older, I realized that families come in all shapes and sizes. Trials and challenges, and every family has its own unique rhythm. And sometimes that rhythm needs a little something extra. That's where understanding special needs comes in. See, kids with special needs are just like every other kid. They want to learn, they want to play, they want to feel loved and accepted for who they are, and most importantly, they want to experience a life that is as least restrictive and independent as possible. But they might need things explained a little differently. Or they might need a little extra help understanding their emotions, and they might need a dollop more patience from the people in which they come in contact with. This is not just important, it may very well be paramount for success. So, as parents, it's always ideal to put measures in place to give your child opportunities to experience their surroundings with as few limitations as possible. Okay, picture this. You're standing at the podium on stage giving a powerful speech, but suddenly the teleprompter malfunctions, shuts off, and you are up there all alone having to wing it. Suffice it to say, without the proper cues and prompts, things have the potential to get very bad, very fast. That's what it can feel like for a child with special needs when life throws them a curveball. They thrive on routine, on knowing what to expect, and the feeling of security in that knowing what they are expecting is there waiting for them. That's why creating structure is so important. Think of it like building a fort. You need a solid foundation, and then you can get creative with the decorations. Start with consistent wake-up times, meal times, and bedtimes. And don't forget visual aids. Kids love visuals. Think charts, calendars, even little pictures to represent different activities. It's like giving them a roadmap for their day. And more importantly, gives them a chance to practice independence by being an active participant in the natural progression of how the day materializes. Trust me, not only is this extremely powerful, but it makes all the difference in the world as it relates to having a smooth day, as opposed to having a full-on meltdown. You know that feeling when someone tells you you're doing a good job? It's like a warm hug on a cold, snow-covered day, right? Well, kids, especially kids with special needs, thrive on positive reinforcement. It's like magic, I tell you. Instead of focusing on what they're doing wrong, let's shine a big spotlight on all the amazing things they're doing right. Example. If they finish their homework, high fives all around. If they manage to put their shoes on with very little cueing and prompting, then don't miss the opportunity to show them how much their actions are greatly appreciated. Even small victories deserve to be celebrated, because after all, small victories are victories too. Chapter 4. Sensory Overload. Tips and Tricks for Emotional Regulation. Imagine you're at a concert, but the music's too loud, the lights are too bright, and everyone's talking at once. Overwhelming, right? That's what sensory overload can feel like for some kids with special needs. It's like their senses are on high alert all the time, but there are things we can do to help. There are many sensory-based activities and items that can be used to help your child when they are a bit overwhelmed. Try some of these items. For movement sensory-based activities, try using a foam roller. Rolling on a foam roller is an activity that provides deep pressure and relaxation. For sight-based sensory activities, try blowing bubbles. And for taste-based sensory activities, try a cold popsicle or some granola. The granola explores the taste-based sensory by way of texture and the sound of its crunchiness. There are many sensory-based activities that can be used to get the child back on task. The trick is finding the most effective ones for your unique child. It sounds simple, but it works wonders. Sensory toys like stress balls or weighted blankets can also be game changers. Chapter 5. Beyond Words, Unlocking the Power of Communication. You know how sometimes you just can't find the right words? Yep, it happens to the best of us. Now imagine feeling that way all the time. That's the reality for some children with special needs. They have so much to say, but they might not have the words to express it. That's where alternative communication comes in. Think picture cards, sign language, even tablets with speech-generating apps. It's like giving them a megaphone for their thoughts and feelings, while affording them the opportunity to express themselves to you as well as others. Think of these tablets and apps as the additional advocate that the child may need. Okay, parents, listen up. It's time to talk about the most important person in the room. You. You can't pour from an empty cup, right? And you have to be charged and ready to go all the time, no exceptions. So, taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. Think about it in more rational terms. It's like putting on your own oxygen mask first before helping others on a plane. You need to make sure you're okay before you can be the best parent you can be. So, attend that hot yoga class, join a book club, or find a brief outlet that will allow you to power down and recoil. You deserve it. You know, sometimes we all need a little extra help, and that's okay. There are so many amazing professionals out there who can help you on the journey. Therapists, counselors, educators, you name it. Don't be afraid to reach out for help. They are in place specifically to give you the knowledge and know how to quickly recognize what a situation requires and ways to make it a smooth ride. It's like asking for directions when you're lost. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. There is no shame in asking for help, especially if that help leads directly to success. Being a parent of a child with special needs can come with many challenges, that's for sure. It's full of ups and downs, twists and turns, but it's also full of so much love, so much laughter, and so many incredible moments that you wouldn't trade for the world. Remember, you are your child's biggest advocate, their biggest cheerleader, and their greatest source of strength. Well, that's all the time we have for today. But we will be revisiting this topic in the near future. But before we go, we want to leave you with this. You are amazing. You are strong, and you should never assume otherwise. You are doing an incredible job. Parenting is a wild ride, but with a little love, a little patience, and a whole lot of laughter, you can handle most anything. We in the All Abilities Corner believe that every child is a gift, and you have the power to make a world of difference. Patience is the key, so let it guide you as you work daily to increase your knowledge on better serving your child. And don't forget to relax and dance like nobody's watching. See you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to like and subscribe.